Now, we're not going to want to keep our raw materials in here. We're going to want to work in here. So we're going to have a separate place to hold our raw materials, our stash of shirts. And so maybe we'll borrow one of these classrooms over here and have a stash of shirts. Now, recognize that's a different physical place, right? There's a physical place where we are storing our shirts. Where would our stored shirts go? Which tea account? Anthony? Which tea account would our stored shirts go into? The other direction. No, the other direction even farther. Direct materials. Because what are the shirts we have? Because these are shirts we haven't written on yet. These are shirts that they're just red. They're blank red shirts. And so what are we going to do with those? You know, to begin work every day, you're going to go grab one, wander in here where we've got some permanent markers, and you're going to, with love and care, create a UCM t-shirt right here. So we've got direct materials where the blank shirts are being stored. The work's happening here in work in process. And then, you know, after however long it takes you, maybe a couple hours or 10 minutes, you know, or something in between. After you've created this with great care and love, this particular t-shirt, and then you're ready to call it finished. Then where are you going to put it? Somewhere else, out of your way. Let's borrow a room over there. And that's where finished goods will be. You know, all those that are ready for sale. Because which shirts are you going to sell? The ones in that room or the ones in that room? That room, right? Now, I appreciate the, like, 2 or 3 people that, you know, gave me a thumb. So you were paying attention. But it's that room. Why? Because those are the ones you've lovingly created. Finished goods. And so those, when are they going to be, you know, when do we run those costs through cost of goods sold? When you sell them. When you sell them, okay? And so, you know, so there's a lot going on here. These are not just T accounts. They are physical places where things are being stored and work is being done. And then things are being stored again. Okay? So far, so good? This means yes. This means no. And then what's that mean? And I always go the same way. I should probably practice going the other way. But that's just like cross your arms. Everybody cross your arms. You always do it the same way. Did you know that? Try switching. Feels really uncomfortable, doesn't it?
But after 2 weeks of doing it, it becomes comfortable.
After 2 weeks, you switch. But we always do it the same way. There's 2 ways you can cross your arms, but we always do it the same way. And it feels very strange to do it. I mean, you got to really think about it really hard to do it the other way. We are creatures of habit, we are. The things you'll learn in accounting class. So now what? Are you ready to tackle the problem? Awesome. Absolutely. Thank you. Oh no, we're not though. Actually, we got just a little bit more to do. Actually, I got to put a little bit more on the board that'll be helpful. Okay? Some arrows. You folks are yawning machines today. I mean, I am telling you. We need kind of some synchronized yawning and some, you know, music created, and then it'd be a little more entertaining. Wouldn't you say? Are you awake? A little bit? When you see somebody's eyes focused on one tiny spot, you can tell that maybe something's not, you know, the gears aren't turning. So now we've got 3 arrows. So this shows you where those ins are coming from. There's an arrow there. There's an arrow there. And there's an arrow there, complete with sound effects. Okay? Now, some of these arrows have names. Okay? Some of these arrows have names. Cost of goods manufactured. Cost of goods manufactured. Cost of goods sold. Adjusted cost of goods sold. Okay? Cost of goods manufactured, cost of goods sold. Ryan, what's your question?
What are all the red ones again?
Cost of goods manufactured. COGM. Cost of goods sold. Adjusted cost of goods sold. You're welcome. Now are we ready? It might be helpful. Oh, one more thing you need to know. We're getting close. One more thing we need to know. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I was not really listening. What's ACOGS?
My hope is to someday land one on the tray and have it stick. That would be cool. So your question again is, because he wasn't listening. He opened his question with, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening, because Dr. Fessler never says anything important. I'm sorry?
I got arrows going everywhere.
You got arrows going everywhere? Do I have arrows going everywhere?
Not really.
So what your question again was?
ACOGS.
What does ACOGS stand for? Adjusted cost of goods sold. Oh, so I've yet to execute, though, a landing. I've hit it before, but I've not ever. In fact, I think I hit it then, but it didn't. Oh, I hit the. Oh, it wasn't even close. Sorry. No. So now are we ready? What's ACOGS stand for? Adjusted cost of goods sold. One other thing that I was going to tell you. Every arrow is a journal entry. Every arrow is a journal entry. You know what a journal entry is, right? Have you done some journal entries before in your lifetimes? Debits and credits, that sort of thing. If you notice, every arrow involves, let's check this one out. Actually, let's check out cost of goods manufactured. Is there a debit? Which account's being debited, Heidi? Heidi Lawson? Which account's being debited? What is a debit? Let's review that. What's a debit? Left side. Is that the left side? No, it's the right side. So what are we debiting? Finished goods. What are we crediting? Work in process. Exactly right. Exactly right. Okay? So that's a journal entry, isn't it? Assuming they're the same number. Whammo, presto, magico, poof. A yawn and a journal entry.